Hello, it's Tuesday the 27th. I'm FxPlew and this is the market brief. So dear old Andrew Bailey is a little concerned that higher inflation that his MPC is struggling to bring under control is being caused in part by unsustainable wage increases. He has used similar reasoning in the past when he called upon the working population not to ask for higher wages, but that rather backfired when the MPC's salaries, which are all around £300,000, and his own £500,000 salary was all called into question. He made every effort to reframe those comments and move on, or to sweep it under the carpet and get it all out of the headlines, but tomato, tomato, same. Given their performance against a 2% inflation target, in any other role, they'd have been through a performance review and probably be out of a job by now. That's certainly some food for thought, isn't it? Tomatoes, perhaps? Jeremy Hunter's been on. He has met with leaders from the food and energy sectors in order to discuss what efforts are being made to bring prices down. The concern is that the lower wholesale prices are not being passed on to customers quite as fast as the price rises were. I know, shock horror. It's a similar case with the banks who have been raising rates for borrowers while not quite passing on the same advantages for their savers. Meanwhile, our billionaire Prime Minister told us all to keep the faith over the rising interest payments. And so I guess that's it then. Job done, problem solved, and a crisis averted from Rishi. Well done, chap. Over in the US, some of the titans of finance and tech, like Diamond, Musk and Bezos, all disagree with Powell about the Fed's rate tightening cycle and what it will do to the US economy. They all believe that a recession is on the cards, while Powell is still backing the Fed to deliver a soft landing. Who knows where that will end, but maybe Powell should take on the winner between Musk and Zuckerberg. I don't know what shape he's in, but surely that's worth a look for the cage fighting promoters. And who knows, perhaps they'll tempt old Brawler Biden to take on the winner's winner. He has confirmed that he'll stand for re-election, so there's fight in that old dog yet. But perhaps not quite enough to take on Musk in a fist fight, assuming old Iron Man can dispatch Zuck and Powell in order to take a swing at POTUS. But just imagine the pay-per-view takings that would generate. Might even be enough to pay down some of the US debt mounted. But back to reality, and the reality of the markets, because the dollar sold off as the chaos in Russia seemed to subside and risk appetite returned. The dollar index fell to a low of 102.60 as sterling slipped back to 126.85. We opened this morning around 127.50 against the dollar. We're about 116.65 against the euro, and euro dollar is around 109.30 this morning. And that is a timely end because there's a fallen tree in my way. That could have got nasty. Join me again tomorrow.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.